Hello there. So in this video I am going to be running Mistral Small 3 on my MacBook Pro M3. So this MacBook has 18 gig of RAM. What I'm interested in understanding is whether it's capable of running this 24 billion parameter language model. So the reason why I'm interested is because Mistral Small 3, it's a new state-of-the-art language model, but it says in its own documentation that it's suitable for use on a 32 gig RAM MacBook. Now I've got kind of just over half of that, so I'm not sure whether it's going to work or whether it's going to fail. I'm genuinely trying this out for the first time, so I'm actually recording my experiment, recording it using QuickTime. That is going to have a little bit of impact on the GPU, and need to be mindful that if you're running this on your own M3 MacBook Pro, you might get better performance than what I'm getting, so your prompt response times might be faster. But yeah, we're here to kind of give this all a go. I am running Ollama on my laptop, so let me just clear this because I've been playing with Comfy UI, and there we go. So we've got a clear screen. Right, so to run the language model, you just need to copy this command into the terminal. When you've got, you can see I've got Ollama running up here, and what that will do is that will pull a 14.3 gigabyte file along with some manifest files. Now I've already run this on my M4 Mac Mini Pro, so I don't need to do that. I just want to show you this as well. So if you're running a couple of machines, or actually if you want to be testing different language models and you don't want the storage on your device to be eaten up by all these massive files, what you can do, and I'm just going to cancel that, go to folder, and I'm going to go to the users, my username, .ollama models folder. So you can see that in the browser window there. So if I select that, that will take me to the folder where these large files have been downloaded to. So you can see, because I've kicked off the download there's a partial file here. I can ignore that, and what I can do is I'll tell you what, I'll drag it over. So I'll just drag a copy over into the blobs folder. It's going to take a few seconds to copy that 14.3 gig file. Then I can do the same task again in terms of running the model, but this time it's going to say, oh, you've already got the file, and it's only going to pull the minor files that it needs to actually make this work. So again, that's a little top tip if you're, well, two things really. If you've got multiple machines and you don't want to have to download the same file over and over again, that's one way, and that's the scenario for me. But also, if you've got an external drive, you can copy these over to that external drive when you're not using them, and therefore freeing up the disk space when the language model's not in use. Before I do anything, I'm just going to exit, and I'm going to do the run, but I'm going to do switch verbose. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to get the information, the stats that Ollama can produce. So it gives you some rough idea about how long things take to respond. So first off, how long is it going to respond to a hello message? In my experience, the first time you run a language model, it's the slowest. But to help me understand what's going on, I will also open up Activity Monitor. And we can see the memory is under pressure, but it's not being overstretched. Let's have a look at the GPU history. I didn't want that. I wanted the GPU history. Okay, so Took 50 seconds to respond to a hello message. Let's try it again. Now that we've got it up and running. Okay, so we're in business now. Usable, it seems. Typically, I like to ask a language model. One of my first things I do is ask it, can you write 500 words on a particular topic? So, write 500 words about artificial intelligence. Now, on my M4 Mac Mini with admittedly 24 gig of RAM, it takes, I don't know, about 40-50 seconds to do this. I'd expect this to be, it's an older machine, it's less powerful. I'd expect it to take a little while longer, but what I'm really pleasantly surprised about is the pressure on the memory. It is using all the available system RAM pretty much, so you can't, once you factor in, you know, the other things that are going on, so you probably can't do loads of multitasking. And it is putting the GPU through its paces, but this is usable, right? This is an acceptable amount of time that's coming up with these words. You can definitely get it to write articles for you. You can definitely get it to, you know, put it through its paces and come up with some answers. So I was half expecting this to be a bit of a failure. I was half expecting this to take, you know, many minutes to come up with a response. I think we're going to come up with a reasonable, probably 90 to 90 seconds response, which is kind of roughly how long I think it's going to take to produce these 500 words, which is a really good starting point. And if this is the machine you have, there you go, 1 minute 37 seconds, so just over 90 seconds. If this is the machine you have, then this is totally usable. I'm impressed. Okay, so next up, let's try something a little bit trickier. I know it's going to respond that it can't give me lyrics, but let me just see how it fares, please. Can you provide the lyrics for the Beatles song Love Me Do? On my M4 Mac Pro, I remember this took like 8 seconds to say no, I can't. Under 9 seconds anyway. Let's see how it goes. Ah, it's having a crack at it. Do you know, this is astonishing actually, because it knows the words. These are, I didn't think it was up for responding to lyrics. Normally it comes up with that's copyrighted information, or last time I used this, that came up with copyrighted information, so I can't give you the answer. So I was a little bit pleasantly surprised by that, and I think from memory that looks pretty accurate. So let's try Hard Day's Night. Other smaller language models, it's having a go. No. This is, I'm genuinely astonished, because every time I've tried to do this on other language models, including this one on my M4 Mac Mini Pro, it's gone. Either it's hallucinated just some craziness, or it's just said I can't do it. Maybe it's because I gave the title of the song accurately, but that's really interesting. That's really interesting to me. And that, again, I'm pretty sure they're the right lyrics. So I am a little bit astonished because I was expecting this to be a massive failure. I was expecting things to take forever, to be unusable, and it was like, this is pushing the boundaries of what the M3 machine is capable of doing, or certainly the 18 gigabyte version of the machine. With the GPU that we've got, the characteristics of this machine, I was expecting it to kind of struggle, and I'm genuinely astonished. So I'm just going to do one last final test. I'm going to ask it to recite me a poem, and I would like the poem. Please recite the poem Daffodils. Let's see if I can spell daffodils right. And I think it's by Wordsworth. Here's hoping. I'll have to Google it if I'm wrong with that. Yes. That is, again, 3 for 3. Well done, Mistral. Like, guys over in France, brilliant job. I'm really impressed by this language model. I've been experimenting a lot with DeepSeek, and DeepSeek certainly got its place with its reasoning capabilities. But if you want a comprehensive and good quality answer, then I think that Mistral Small, especially for running locally, is a really, really serious contender. I'm sure you found this enlightening, and if you're interested in language models, especially running them on Mac devices, then have a look at this video over here.